This is the Horse Radio Network.
This is episode 1008 of Horse Tip Daily. A different horse tip, a different equine topic, a different equestrian expert every day. Horse Tip Daily brings the world of equine knowledge to you, one day at a time. Greetings, horse folks. Coach Jen here, and thanks for tuning in to Horse Tip Daily. Today, Dressage Radio Show co-hosts Reese Kofler-Stanfield and Philip Parks are joined by DressageToday.com editor Hillary Hebert. The trio weigh in on a Dressage Today article by Shauna Harding, where she talks about how segmenting your goals can lead to greater success. And we'll get right to our tip after this important message from Kentucky Performance Products.
This Nutrition Minute is brought to you by Kentucky Performance Products, the company that simplifies your search for research-proven nutritional supplements at kppusa.com.
The horse that matters to you matters to Kentucky Performance Products. Researchers have confirmed that as horses age, they naturally become less sensitive to insulin and more susceptible to health problems caused by too much sugar in the diet. One way to reduce the sugar content in a horse's diet is to replace sugar-laden grains with a high-fat supplement. Fat is an extraordinary energy source. It is readily utilized by the horse and contains more than 2 times the calories of sugary grains. Equijewel Stabilized Rice Bran is an excellent fat supplement. It contains a balanced calcium to phosphorus ratio and won't cause mineral imbalances when added to the diet. Its all-natural ingredients are high in healthy fat and fiber. Best of all, Equijewel allows owners to easily replace the calories previously supplied by sugary grains. When you need to add healthy calories to your horse's diet, choose Equijewel. To learn more, visit Kentucky Performance Products at kppusa.com.
Shauna Harding did an article talking about riding for a 6 before you aim for a 10. And I think that what you just said exactly feeds into that idea of, make sure that you have the basics down before you start going crazy with trying to do all this advanced stuff. But again, understanding where you are in the grand scheme of things. So just like you said with training the horse, knowing when it's time to move on, it's sort of in the same respect of saying you need to first know that you have it, and then you can start to say, where do we go from there? So I thought that was a really interesting thing that she said. And Michael Barazone, same thing. We did an interview with him, and he talked about the same kinds of things of, ride consistency first, and then when you know that you have it, then you can go ahead and move on to, trying to get more. So I like that idea. And, how that can apply to what you just said in terms of just training in general.
Well, and I love that tip, the idea of riding for a 6, because we talked about that yesterday as I was scribing, and a 70% is all 7s, and a 7 is fairly good. So just keep that in mind, as you're going through your test or riding. And, again, if you have a chance to scribe ever, it's a really good opportunity, because after watching, I don't know how many St. George's we did yesterday, but a lot at the Young Riders, it was the little things. I don't think we gave above an 8. I think we gave 1 8 on the center line all day yesterday, and very few 7s. To canter in and halt, it was tough. Nobody did it, and
nail it, right? You
nail
consistency.
it.
Yeah. Come in and nail it.
don't miss points on a circle in the St. George. I can't tell you how many kids did a great shoulder in. They did a great half pass, but they did a horrible circle in the St. George. So I think it's along those same lines of...
Reese, it's hard.
It is hard, Philip. It is. I will give you that.
It is hard. Okay.
But I think it is something to keep an eye, think about and do think about. Sometimes riding for the 7 is great, but don't forget that there are other things along the movements that, like the circle or like the center line, that will help you not, that will affect your score as much as the half pass or the shoulder ends.
Well, if you enjoyed Reese and Philip chatting about all things dressage, you can find them every week at dressageradio.com. And don't forget, you can have all of your favorite Horse Radio Network shows with you wherever you go. by downloading the free Horse Radio Network app for your iPhone or Android. Just go to your app store and search Horse Radio Network. Download it today. It's quick, it's free, and it's easy. And this podcast has been made possible through the generous support of Kentucky Performance Products and listeners like you. The Horse Radio Network and the Horse Radio Network hosts are not responsible for statements of guests or their opinions. Use your own judgment when listening to the tips provided by the experts on Horse Tip Daily.